What up, y'all? It's your boy, Once a Grove. This is episode 57 of C4CW Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. It's a continuation of the previous podcast, episode 56. As such, here on episode 57, by the way, if you're tuning in for the first time, if you've tuned in before, I hope that you're having a blessed day wherever you are in the world, whether it's nighttime, daytime, or somewhere in between. Thank you for tuning in to this podcast. I am your boy, Once a Grove. So, I've been listening to Chris Plant, Mark Levin, Rush Limbaugh. They're all on fucking point, dude. Rush Limbaugh, man, I know in the past there's been controversy surrounding Mr. Limbaugh, as there is anyone. I mean, shit, man. I do controversial shit too, man. I talk about controversial shit. Who in politics and in news and radio, in terms of broadcasters, who isn't part of some controversial shit? You always got opponents, man, people who, are antagonists and they want to say some stupid shit about Rush Limbaugh and about Fox News and about Mark Levin and about Hannity and about whomever in the Republican Party, conservative world, conservative realm, Republican realm and arena. And, but man, I gotta say, man, Rush Limbaugh, I've been listening religiously, man, and I mean religiously. Mr. motherfucking Rush Limbaugh is goddamn on straight up fucking point, bro. Like, to a T. Like, everything he's talking about is all fucking right, man. It's some righteous shit, dude. It really is. And it all makes sense. And people, man, that hope for a broken system, that seek to keep the system broken so that they can profit from it and they can blame it all on the Republicans and the conservatives, to them, he's the antithesis of what is right in the world. Because there are a bunch of bitches, man, that want to fucking pin it to him and make it seem like he's the bad guy. Anyway, man, so I've been listening to these guys on the radio, man, and they're fucking on point about everything that they talk about. Chris Plant and Mark Levin, the great one, and Rush Limbaugh. Everything that they say is logical, man. It's all logic-based. And the reason I can't have conversations with liberal, democratic, socialist, wannabe Gestapos, is because their agenda is so flawed and it's so fucking fake. And here's how. I'm already on point, and I'll get even more to the point, even though I've been on fucking point. So their fucking bullshit story, dude, is that all Republicans are evil, and all Republicans are fucked up, and all Republicans are stupid, and Donald Trump is a fucking idiot moron, and George Bush was a fucking idiot moron, even though George Bush had 2 degrees, and a master's degree to boot. I believe Harvard and Yale. Don't quote me on that. Mandela effect, shit gets weird and switches up. But, man, the dude was degreed, and he was fucking smart, and he wasn't stupid. But, of course, they have to create fake stories, man. They have to conjure up all kinds of stories and all this confusion, because that's what they do. There is a story about Val Valiant Thor, stranger at the Pentagon. He came from, I think, like Venus, and he came down. He was seen by a bunch of people in media and in the private sector, public, saw him, communicated with him, interacted with him. He spoke hundreds of Earth languages. He was at the Pentagon chilling for a couple of years, man. He's an extraterrestrial, humanoid, from I believe Venus, one of those planets, something like that. And he was chilling at the Pentagon for years, man. And he's seen in documentaries and on camera. And so it's shit that the Gov doesn't really want people to think about and know about, but it happened, and it's a real story. And people with closed minds are just fucking idiotic morons. But what happened was, when he came down to Earth and was chilling and living in this special apartment that the Pentagon accommodated him with, he made a statement, man. He remarked that when he was at the Pentagon, he saw fucking nothing but confusion mostly, man. He was baffled and puzzled and mystified as to how confused the Pentagon and the military and government and intelligence establishment, defense, military, industrial complex, he was confused and perplexed as to how fucking, he just puzzled. Like, how are these people so fucking confused? Like, what is the confusion about? Well, it's a contrived confusion, man. That's what the social democratic liberals do. is they want for you and me to believe, if you're conservative, this is what I'm saying, this is prefaced on this, that if you are conservative Republican, they want for, and even if you're not, even if you're one of them, they want for you to believe mass confusion. They want, because they've made it mass confusion. They, at least the illusion of mass confusion. They want for you to be so befuddled and just so tripping all over yourself, man, like falling all over yourself, like, oh, what, you know, it's all this stuff, it's so much, right? That's the game. That's their deception. That's their grand deception. The shit is simple, man, and it's straightforward, and it's not complicated. So the story of the liberal democratic fascists is that Marxists, is that statists, and I have to be clear about that. That's exactly what they are. They want for you and me to believe all this nonsense, all this nonsensical bullshit, and they want for you to believe that all Republicans are a certain way. Like, all Republicans believe this. All Republicans do this. All this, all that. What kind of analysis is that? What kind of analysis is that where blanket statements, generalizations, carte blanche, like, it just covers the whole thing? All Republicans are, pro-life, because that's what a Republican is, right? Like, if you're a Republican, you have to believe in pro-life. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. You don't have to fucking believe in pro-life, man. Man, honestly, dude, in terms of, like, pro-life and all this kind of shit, man, and I'm not a rhino, dude. I'm not a Republican sometimes, dude. I'm always conservative Republican. I'm always grand old party, man. I'm always fucking GOPing, man. I'm always fucking about it and never been on the fence about it, man. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, man, if, I don't care about your sexual preference or orientation, man. That's not part of the Republican Party in my book. It doesn't have anything to do with conservatism at all. It doesn't. Because it doesn't have anything to do with religion either. It doesn't have a fucking goddamn thing to do with religion. It has to do with morals and principles. And regardless of religion. So you're LGBT. Okay, that's great. And that's fabulous. I'm a Republican conservative. But apparently, according to fucking socialists, fucking social democrats, social democratic Marxists, all Republicans are against the gay community. All Republicans are, pro-choice, or I don't even know what their fucking story is, man. Is it pro-choice? Is it pro-life? Is it pro-this, pro-that? Right? No, it's not pro-choice, because they want to take away your choice, right? Supposedly. That's the whole idea. That's the story, the narrative that the Marxists are telling, that the communists are telling, is that Republicans want to take away women's choices, their options, and they want to mandate that anyone who is thinking about having an abortion has no right to do so, right? Because they're pro-life, that all babies that are conceived must be born. That's not all Republicans, dude. That's not all conservatives. But the Marxists, the commies, they would have you believe that that's how all Republicans think. All Republicans think this. All Republicans think that. No, that is actually not the motherfucking case, man. That is not the case at all. And anybody who's talking to you in that way, anybody who's telling you that all Republicans think a certain way, all Republicans believe a certain way, all Republicans, all conservatives, that person is a bad analyst, man. Is a bad fucking analyst. Is a terrible fucking analyst. Is not a good analyst at all. Because that's not even mathematically reasonable. It's not even mathematically sound. It's not even math. It doesn't even make any mathematical fucking goddamn sense. It's totally illogical. It's 100%, most certainly, without question, it's undoubtedly fucking illogical for all Republicans to think a certain way. For it to be the case that all Republicans, all conservatives, we all think the same fucking way. We don't. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm less of a Republican, I'm less conservative, because I don't give a shit if a woman has an abortion. I mean, fuck, dude, what if she were raped? I mean, fuck, why would you have a child if you were sexually assaulted and raped? Fuck that shit, man. You know, what the fuck? Like, God doesn't, in my opinion, want you to have the child, you know, of a rapist. I mean, what fucking rational, reasonable, logical, all-seeing eye, all grand, all master architect of the universe? What kind of God, matrix, God, mind, God? What kind of real one monotheistic God? What kind of monotheism is that, dude? That a God wants you, demands, and says, dictates that if you are raped by a man, by a fucking rapist, that you must have that child? That's bullshit. That doesn't even make any fucking sense in the world. None whatsoever. And if there's some fucking so-called Republican conservative that wants to impress it upon you that that's what God wants, it's fucking total bullshit, man. And that doesn't have anything to do with conservatism. Doesn't have any fucking goddamn thing to do with Republicans and conservatism. That's fucking total bullshit. And it's fucking totally evil, man. Totally 100% fucking evil. That's oppression, man. That's oppressive. So, that doesn't apply to me. That doesn't have any fucking goddamn thing to do with me. Oh, George Bush and, Donald Trump, they want to take away women's rights. They want to take away women's rights. Do they really? Do they really? Do I really? No, I do not. I fucking do not. If you want to have an abortion, go ahead. I don't give a fuck, man. I really don't give a fuck. Because it doesn't have anything to do with me and the conservative Republican Party. Doesn't have any motherfucking thing to do with conservatism whatsoever, man. Okay? Like I said before, man, 3 tenets. 3 tenets. 3, the number after 2, tenets. Less taxes, that's what I believe in. I don't believe in paying fucking goddamn more taxes than what are already being paid. Not one fucking penny more. In fact, dude, the whole thing is a sham in the fucking beginning. But I won't go into how this shit is micro-controlled. I won't go into how it's controlled by tall whites and grays and different advanced beings that have been here for a long time who don't want you to know what they do because humans do fucking stupid shit and they just want to be fucking chill, man, and they just want to be left alone, you know? They know the stupid shit that motherfuckers are trying to do. So, we're not going to get into how this shit is ancient and how it's controlled on some level, on different levels. I don't believe in paying more taxes at all. Fuck your taxes, man. In fact, man, take your taxes and go fuck yourself, man. Take your goddamn fucking... There are no animals on this planet that pay taxes other than human beings. There are no animals that are born on this world, into this world, that are of this world, that are required to pay coins, to pay papers, to pay monetary fiduciary fiat instruments of currency to inhabit and be on this planet. Except for the humans who were tricked into that shit. Except for the fucking humans that were brought into that system. Yeah, humans are taxed, right? Fuck your taxes. Fuck your goddamn motherfucking taxes. You trying to raise taxes on me, dude? You trying to raise taxes? You're suspect in my book, dude. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you and your goddamn motherfucking taxes. I'll raise taxes on you, boy. You try to raise taxes on me, man, I'll tax you, motherfucker. You said you did away with kings and monarchs and shit like that. You say you did away with kings and monarchs and oligarchs and all these different kinds of systems. Doesn't look like you did. It looks like you're still doing the medieval feudal system on this planet. That's what I've been seeing. That's what I've been observing. That's what I've been knowing about. Still taxing motherfuckers, huh? That's really interesting. Because you think you're a king? You try to tax me, dude, I'll tax you. You'll get taxed, boy, in a way that you don't even fucking, you don't even anticipate. I'll fucking tax your ass, man. Fuck you, you stupid pseudo fucking you superficial wannabe official. That's what these people are, man. They're superficial wannabe officials, and they're hypocritical. They're hypocritical superficials. Superficials. Supercilious, exaggerated mummy dummies. Exaggerated fucking dummies, man. These motherfucking politicians, dude, are exaggerated fucking dummies. Mummies. Mummy-ass dummy motherfucking wannabes. They want to be Gestapos. They want to be at the top of the food chain. They want to have laws that apply to you, but not to them. And they want to be on top of the world. They want to be one percenters, and they want you to be bottom fucking feeders, dude. That's what they want. A lot of them do. It's not just a handful. It's a lot of them. They want for you to be a different class, dude, and they want to be in a superior upper class. They want to be in the shit where they're untouchable, and they want you to do their bidding. So when they roll up to McDonald's and shit and they order some fucking garbage, you know, you can serve them. You can get them their shit. Yeah, and they want to be on top of the shit, doing shit like having a Mercedes and driving half the fucking speed limit on their phones and shit in jurisdictions where you're not even supposed to have a phone in your hand. They want to be the person that has the phone in the hand, that has the Mercedes going half the speed limit, where they're having a fucking super special conversation, breaking the law with their phone in their hand, and their Mercedes doing half the speed limit, because the laws don't apply to them. They make up their own motherfucking laws, and then you have to follow their fucking stupid bullshit. Yeah, you have to follow the laws that were made for you and not for them, because they're in a special class where they're treated with double standards in special ways. They have special privileges that you don't have. So that's your tax system. You want to fucking tax me, dude? I'll tax your ass, dude. And then, on top of that, you want to have bigger government with all these inflated, bloated fucking programs, all these goddamn fucking programs that you have, your government programs with my tax dollar? I don't believe in bigger government, because the current government's fucking pretty stupid, man. And you want to make it bigger? Bigger means more stupid. Bigger means more rejected. Government means more ignorance. It means more stupid motherfuckers that are voting for the hive mind Neuralink beehive mind system, beehive mind Borg, real world Borg, neurally networked, neurally linked beehive mind system, where everybody thinks the same. Everybody thinks Trump is a bad guy. Everybody thinks Bush is the Antichrist. Here's the story. This is the story. Bush is the Antichrist. Bush is the devil. He's Lucifer. He's the devil. He's the devil. He's Lucifer. He's the Lucifer. Lucifer, the devil. Bush is the Antichrist. And then it's the next Bush. Bush, he's the devil. He's the devil. The next Bush, it's the son. He's the Antichrist. Yeah, everybody's got to believe that story. And all of your stories about these devils and these antichrists, every generation, every fucking president, every time, dude, it's the same. Dude, do you ever listen to yourselves? Do you ever listen to the pure lunacy of your motherfucking narrative on this planet? Do you ever listen to your medieval fucking narrative, dude? Your lunacy fucking narrative, and you want me to be a liberal? Oh, Bush is the Antichrist. He's the devil. Is he really? Is he really grown up? Is he really grown up adult? And then, of course, your story shifts. It always shifts when you're found out, when you're exposed, and you know that your narrative isn't working anymore. You keep transposing, you keep changing the function, you keep moving the algorithm along, and it moves down the pipeline, and it always shifts. And you got your little algorithm that you're running, and it's always a different story. It's always a shifting story. When you're found out, you're like, okay, the public isn't buying that anymore. All right, they don't really believe that he's the devil, and he's not the president anymore, so he couldn't be Satan. And he's old, and he's in his rocking chair, and he's sipping on lemonade. Well, now Trump is the devil, or Trump is this, or Trump, it's always Trump is a Cheeto, and fucking he's got keys to the nuclear football. Like Obama was a saint. Obama was one of the most despicable, dastardly, fucking fake fucking dudes in the whole universe of time-space. He was one of the fucking evilest motherfuckers to be in the presidential seat, and he fucked up the U.S. government, dude. He continued with Bill Clinton's policies, his whole agenda to dial back the U.S. military, to weaken the U.S. military, to help terrorists fucking get a good footing and a good stronghold and dig in even deeper. And he helped the rise of ISIS, dude. He helped Hillary Clinton. He helped with the espionage and treason against the United States. He was complicit in the whole thing. He did all kinds of fucked up shit. He lied zillions of fucking times, and you worship that motherfucker. You worship that. Obama. Those kids doing that little drill shit, dude. Oh my God, dude. That was so Nazi, dude. That was so Hitler-esque, man. Black Hitler Youth. Dude, that shit was disgusting and obscenely fucking outrageously fucking rejected, dude. Oh my God, man, you guys will be brainwashed by anybody that tells you the same lies over and over again. It is so sick. It is so sick. It is so sick. And you want for me to follow along, okay? And then you want to take our weapons away, dude? You want to take our guns away like Nazi fucking Germany, dude? You're so stupid, man. Never again. Never again. I believe in the right to bear arms. You'll never do that shit like you did in fucking Nazi Germany. Never again, man. It'll never fucking happen again. Not on our watch, dude. Yeah. So when you refute what it is that they're saying, the narrative, you're like, hey, do you believe in less taxes? They're like, huh? Yeah, I believe in less taxes. Do you believe in bigger government? They're like, what? And then you're like, yeah. And so do you believe in the right to bear arms and to defend yourself against armed attackers? They're like, they can't even answer the question a lot of times. A lot of times they don't even answer the question. What they do is they distract and they deflect and they go elliptical in an elliptical pattern fashion geometry around the question, and they start talking about some other shit. Oh, the Republicans are evil. Yeah, but you didn't answer my motherfucking question. There are 3 tenets to conservatism, and I've already spelled them out for you. And I'm pretty sure that you deep down inside actually believe in one of the principles of conservatism. So you're really just a fake made up fraud. And you're going around telling everybody that all Republicans are evil and all Republicans believe this and all Republicans are Christian and all Republicans are rich white men and all Republicans are against the gay community. Well, what do you say to the gay Republicans? What do you tell the gay Republicans? What's your story to the gay Republicans when they tell you, well, they're like, well, I'm gay and I'm Republican. What do you say to those folks with your liberal democratic socialist bent? Huh? What do you say about that? This is the test, by the way, that's coming across the board. This is just a test of their system that they wanted to test today, so don't freak out. 3 October 2018, 2:18 p.m., 3 October. So at any rate, came across. But what's your story to gay Republicans, man? What do you tell gay Republicans? Oh, but, okay, so I guess we can't say to you that all Republicans are against the gay community. Yeah, because you got a different little sub-story that you tell gay Republicans, right? Oh, but but the thing is that Trump this and Trump that. But here's the reality. Here's what underpins it all. The deeper truth and the deeper reality is that your story and your narrative, it is baseless and it is all a facade and it is all completely manufactured and it's all fallacious and it's all apocryphal and it's all fucking made up and it's all a stage show, a staged up prop like Pyongyang was before Pyongyang actually came to its senses. It's all just deception, dude. It's a house of fucking cards. Your Marxist, neo-fascist wannabe, neo-Gestapo wannabe story is pretty much done at this point, man, because we're not buying it and we're not going for it. The more you go around saying, all Republicans this, all Republicans that, it just shows that you're a poor analyst. The fact that you don't even have the scruples, the fact that you don't even have the scruples in your so-called your analysis where you're so smart, you're so intellectual with all of your accolades in academia, right? Yeah, you have all these accolades in academia, but there's one fault in all of that. There's one chink in your armor, and it is this, and it is the following, and it is the aforementioned, and it's all of the above. All Republicans don't think the same way. And the fact that people are dumb enough to believe your dumbass fucking statements that you make all the time around people, the fact that they go along with it, yeah, and they yuck it up, and they're all obsequious brown nosers, oh yeah, they're all sycophantic motherfuckers, oh yeah, yeah, all Republicans this, all Republicans that. Anybody that says all Republicans believe this, all Republicans believe that is a fucking douchebag, dude, and a moron, and a fucking idiot, and a goddamn schmuck. You're a fucking schmuck if you're making comments and statements that all Republicans believe a certain way, and all Republicans believe a certain way, and all Republicans and all conservatives and all conservatives and all conservatives think a certain way. Listen to motherfuckers and how they talk, man. If you're someone that's making those statements, you're a fucking goddamn schmuck, dude. And you're a poor analyst. If you actually believe that, there's something fucking seriously, clinically fucking evil about you. You're wrong. You're mathematically incorrect. You're totally incorrect, and you're fucking wrong, and you're fucking out of your goddamn fucking whacked out mind. Or you know it's not true, and you're just saying that shit anyway. So I'm guessing 99% of the time, you know you're wrong, because there's nothing clinically wrong with you, per se. And you're just saying those things because you know that they are fundamentally flawed and that they're all fucking false and that it's all fallacious and it's all apocryphal and it's all fucking manufactured and it's all a facade. Yet you're going around, nonetheless, you're going around the earth with your medieval fucking story. Oh, yeah, all Republicans, but all Republicans, but all Republicans. Anybody who talks like that, dude, and I've got to emphasize it. That's what this particular podcast is about. It's about your fundamentally flawed story that you've been telling for fucking centuries now, dude. It's never been true. It's never going to be true. And that is your story. That is the very basis. That is the very foundation, ironically, for your party, is that all Republicans think a certain way and all Republicans believe this shit, dude. We don't. We don't believe that shit. I told you what real Republicans, real conservatives believe. We believe in the right to bear arms, to defend ourselves against motherfucking neo-fascists like you. And as we've seen over time, what happened with communism worldwide, okay, against motherfuckers like you who want to have Nazi fucking governments and less taxes and smaller government. And that's it. And it's that simple. So fuck your goddamn fucking story.